Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the ISUPK like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the ISUPK. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
One West till they bury me. I'm till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I be One West to the death till they bury me. One West till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I be One West to the death till they bury me. I be One West to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy and get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he a domino, so what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical, guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since all the dominance of One West rising to prominence. Cause I be One West to the death till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I be One West to the death till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I be One West to the death till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I be One West to the death till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got group five for Uber. Rhymes hard like they've been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by black Impalas, let the semi holler. The showstopper been this proper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm going them off Patron, premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modified the chopper. The war heavy, war ready, and that's working mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when they heat's on, none of them can get to the fire. Around with me, and I had them niggas spin like a tire. Down the deep, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel igniter, I'm winning coming through with the title because I be One West to the death till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I be One West to the death till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I be One West to the death till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I be One West to the death till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me.
Salaki, y'all. Sorry about that. I just realized I was on mute. So I want to say shalom, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatham to the brothers, and Yahweh Shemar Thumb Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah to the sisters. We are the ISUPK, start out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. Since 1969, we are to teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that we are the Israelites according to the Bible. And we must come back to our laws, our statutes, and our commandments. And I'm filling in for preaching officer 1000 Kawan. I'm preaching officer 1000 Yesai. So we're gonna be going over. Matter of fact, today is the Sabbath class. You know, that's part of the law to keep the Sabbath holy. All right, and it shall be a holy convocation. So for brothers who can't congregate, you know what I'm saying, y'all tuning in online. You know what I'm saying? So we still congregating, all right? And so we'll be going over Numbers chapter 32, verse 36 to Numbers chapter 33 to verse 42. All right, we'll do 7. We'll be speaking in tongue. You know how the scriptures say if you speak in an unknown tongue, you have to translate it so that people could get edification. So how we'll do it, we'll read 7 verses in the Hebrew, and then we'll translate it in the English so you can get edification, meaning to understand what we are saying. All right, that's what speaking in tongues is. Okay, so with that, we're gonna start the class Amajim, which means to stand. Shalak. Hey, y'all, I can't do it today, but that's good enough. All right. All right. La Yashalom, which means to Israel. Right. Wapanya Hakodam, which means face the east, Sar, which means to turn. We'll do the laws, we'll do the prayers in Hebrew and then in English, all right? The Lord's Prayer. Abanawu, Shabbat Shemayu, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Daba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Asha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemayu, Nathanlanaw, Nakam, Ka, Yawam, Wasalat Lanaw, Kawawat now, Kasalat now, Kawawat now, Wala'a, Dabaya now, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashanaw, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalatwat, Wahala, Wahatapa Rat, La Awal Lanyum, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. All right, Hakab, which is the power, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, Baba Kushar, Nathanlanaw, Hakab, Larapa'ah, Ka Makala, Wakam Manawa, Hakab, Latahor, Ha Matazarium, Hakab, Lahakwanyam, Hamatyum, Hakab, Rakawat, Hata Salaki, Hatamahala, the Garshan, Hashem Yahushua, the water Amen. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it. Bless Israel, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, Barak Lanawa, Wayasha'alam, Wahabayat, Saparian, Barak, Hashem Yahushua, the water of America. What we just said was, Lord, in the name of Yahushua, bless us and Israel and the school. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asherah, Ayanya, Hahorim, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'am, Yahweh, Asher, Shamiyam, Wa'arataza, Ayatan, Lamawat, Lagarka, Shalaka, Regalka, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Sharamar, Yashal, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazarka, Ayad, Yam Yakum, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayila, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Markara, Yashamar, Atnapaska, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaaka, Wabawaaka, Ma'ata, Wa'ad, Awalam. In the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help coming from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. We're going to have Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Adam Yelaka, Adakarash, Adashakwat, Al Kayahana, Awayapyaka, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Al Amaka, Ya Arad Yamu, Sawada, Wayata, Ya'ad Tazawa, Al Tazapawanyaka, Amawa, La Kawa, Wanakat Yadam, Magatya, Wana'ab, Yazakar, Sham Yashal, Awada, Kaya, Nawa'ad Tazawa, Laba, Yakab, Ayakam, Baryat, Salaka, Yakarat, Al Hayat, Alawam, Wayashama, Alayam, Mawa'abu, Wahagaryam, Gabal, Wa Amawan, Wa Amalat, Palashat, Am Shabyu, Salak, Am Yashabyu, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Am Hayawa, Zarawa, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Kamatyu, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayapyu, Badakal, Kakwashwan, Nishamawat, Wishlaki, Nashamatu, Ba'ayan, Dara, Hayawa, Daman, La Alama, Shamyatwa, Nala, Ya Mawab, Ka'arab, Wakazaba, Salaka, Wakaza'aba, Wakazabak, Wakazazal, Mana'ai, Ka Nasa Yakamu, Ashar, Amawa, Naya Ra'ash, Lanawa, At, Na'awat, Alahayu, Alahaya, Shamyaktawa, Kagagala, Kakwash, Lapanya, Rawaka, Ka'ash, Shayaktawa, Kagagala, Kakwash, oh Salaki, y'all, I think I went back up. Ka'ash, Daba'ara, Ya'ara, Wa Kalahaba, Dalahat, Haharyam, Khan, Daradatmu, Basa Araka, Wabasa, Wapaka, Dabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Waya, Bakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya, Bahawa, Aya'a, Waya Kapawa, Waya Abawa, Waya Dawa, Kayata, Shamka, Yahawa, Labaka, Ayawan, Al, Kaha Arataza. Salagi, y'all, I'm gonna have to get this pretty bigger. All right, so what we just say in the English, keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee, and lift up the head. For they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. They have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacle of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jaban, at the brook of Kasan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth, made their nobles like Orel and Lazael. Yea, all their princes, as Zabah and as Zamunah, who say, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh my God, make them like a wheel, as it stumbled before the wind, as the fire burning a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Lord, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. All right, we got the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh, wa Yahweh Shah, wa Makahalo, wa Ha Alahayu, Salaka, Matazah Ya'ah, Alawat Yahana, Ha Alawat you, Ha Saron you, Ha Kwatazayanu, Ha Kanyayanu, wa Ha Wat you, Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shah, the water Amen. In the English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shah, and Michael, and the angels, Commander General Yohanan, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it. Sar, which means to turn, a shabya. The shabya would mean to be seated. Right. Right. I want to say the water to y'all bearing with me through that bar, but that song made it three. I got to get it printed bigger. 'Cause it's a long now. But we going to perfect that, all right, y'all? We're coming back to our custom. You know what I'm saying? We're speaking in the Hebrew, we're translating into English. Uh, Let me get this up. We're gonna read. I got it all marked up, so we'll do 7 scriptures in the Hebrew, and then we'll read them same 7 scriptures. We'll translate it into English. We'll translate it into English, so you could get the edification. You know what I'm saying? You get the edification of what we're saying. Matter of fact, Ichabod, read this just so. Let me see. What your Bible? Give me if a man speak in an unknown tongue. I think that's 1 Corinthians 14. Just so that people could know, why we speaking. We are reading the Hebrew, then we translate it into English. All right, that's what speaking in tongues is. Speaking in tongues is not, Hebrew Shalabahata. When you ask what it mean whatever you think it mean in your head. Tongue is a language. So what we speak is the Lashawan Kodash, which is the ancient Hebrew. It's not modern Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? We speak the ancient Hebrew so that we'll say shalom. Today, I think modern they'll say shalom or something like that. So we speak ancient. We got it like here, Abaga, Dahawaza, Ka, Ta, Ya Kalama, Nasa, Apa, Tazakwa, Rashata, Yeshada. Right. We got 22 characters. So that's our custom. We lost our heritage. So we coming back to our custom, all right? Read that about you got it. If anybody speaking an unknown tongue.
1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 27. If any man speak in an unknown tongue, let it be by 2, or at the most by 3, and that by course, and let one interpret.
So you don't even have all that much speaking in it. See what I'm saying? 1 or 2, and you gotta have what?
Or at the most 3, and that by course. Let one interpret.
Let one do what?
Interpret.
And that's the part. You let one interpret. Because if you speak to me in Spanish, I don't speak Spanish. That's speaking in tongue. That's an unknown tongue to me. So I'm gonna need somebody to translate it so I could get edification. Keep on. They got somewhere to say the edification part.
They got verse 28 though.
Read 28.
But if there be no interpreter, let him keep silence in the church.
If there's nobody to interpret, I think that's the one with the edification in it, probably. No. So if there's no interpreter, where you at? What verse?
28.
So if there's no interpreter, you're supposed to keep silent. You been having in the churches today, everybody they speaking in tongues, but nobody interpret. Now you got people come in, they don't know what's going on. It sounds spooky. I come out of churches like that, and I remember people, they would leave until all that stuff stopped. And then we'd be in the dark, like they just have a little light on the side, but it'd be more dark in there. And they on the knees, and people, they say they praying, they speaking in tongues. All you hear, now imagine you walking in and you hear some, it just sounds spooky, you know? You're not even speaking in tongues. You know what I'm saying? Then nobody interprets, so you don't know what's being said. So, like it say, but if there be no interpreter, let them keep going.
Let him keep silence in the church, and let him speak to himself and
Yeah.
to God.
Right, let him speak to himself and to God. Read verse 26. This is the point.
1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 26. How is it then, brethren, when you come together?
How is it then, brother, when you come together, go on?
Every one of you have a song,
Everyone got a song. Everybody got something to sing. Go on.
had a doctrine,
Everyone got a different doctrine already. Go on.
had a tongue,
They all got their own tongue. Read.
had a revelation,
Keep
had
going.
an interpreter.
Had an interpretation.
It's like had an interpretation.
Go on.
Let all things be done unto edifying.
That all things be done what?
Unto edifying.
Everything got to be done to get the edification. All right. Read 16 and 17.
1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 16. Else when thou shalt bless with the Spirit, how shall he that occupieth the room of the unlearned say amen?
Yeah, how shall, like, if you talking about you speaking in your spirit, but he that occupied the room with you, when you finish, tell me how he gonna say amen. Tell me how he gonna say so be it. He don't even know what you just said. Keep going.
At thy giving of thanks, seeing he understandeth not what thou sayest. Verse 17. For thou verily givest thanks well, but the other is not edified.
But the others is not edified. You can read 19 and 20.
Verse 19.
So you can read to 21.
Yet in the church I had rather speak 5 words with my understanding,
Paul said in the church, I'd rather speak 5 words with my understanding. Go on.
that by my voice I might teach others also.
Paul said, I'd rather say 5 words by my voice that I can teach others also. Go on.
Than 10,000 words in an unknown tongue.
Then speak by 10,000 words in a whole another tongue. Nobody edified. Keep going.
Verse 20. Brethren, be not children in understanding.
Which is what Christianity is. Children in their understanding. They all speaking all that. Nobody know what the hell they saying. You know, they taught us because, you know, they tell you because of a stammering lips and another tongue. The stammering lips is not there. It just means of another tongue, another language. I remember being in church going, but in my mind, let God forgive me, help me, script me. You know what I'm saying? Don't you know when I hear command junior high to pray, how much strength they give? When people pray, you could get strength from that, but if for you to know what they saying, what strength you gonna get? Being selfish. You praying all out, keep that to yourself. Pray in your mind. You're praying all out for others to hear, but others don't understand. Read.
Howbeit in malice be ye children, but in understanding.
In malice, in trying to make a person suffer, be children that don't know how to do that. Go on.
But in understanding be men.
But be men in your understanding. Make sure in all you're getting, you get understanding. Make sure when people talk to you, you get understanding. That's like brothers. We soldiers. A brother give us an order. Don't just say kind of what kind and go. And you didn't even get understanding. Say like sir. What you say? And sometimes it's good to even repeat what you say. Oh, you say do this? Kind. All right. Kind of what kind. Be men in your understanding. Go on.
Verse 21. In the law it is written, with men of other tongues and other lips will I speak unto this people.
And this breaking down, Christian read Isaiah, I think 28:10, with a stammering lips and another tongue would I speak. Well, Isaiah, that's the law. And Paul let you know in the law is written with men of other tongue. So that stammering lips, what they read in Isaiah is speaking of another tongue. We are Israelites, we Hebrews, but not yet we speaking in English. We got brothers speaking in Spanish, brothers speaking in Creole. And yet he's speaking to this people, not to every nation on earth, but one nation, one race out of every nation under the heaven. See what I'm saying? That's what it is. So that was it on that? All right, go read.
Yeah, for all that will they not hear me, said the Lord.
Well, all that people don't hear. All right, so I just wanted to read that. You know what I'm saying? So now we're going to go to the Hebrew. All right, let me put this on the screen. So we'll read in the Hebrew, and then I'll translate it in the I translate it in English. All right. So in Hebrew, now on your phone it might be a little hard to see, a little better to see on your computer. But on your phone you probably can open it up to see the Hebrew. In Hebrew, we read from right to left. So it actually started on that side. If I'm pointing right, yeah, maybe I'm pointing right. And we read like that. English, you read left to right. So verse 36 would be right there. You'll read to the end and then you start back over. I'm gonna go up to each line we're doing. 36 is more on the end. This is number chapter 32 and verse 36. So we read it in the Hebrew. I do 7 verses. So the first 7 verses gonna be Numbers chapter 32, and we'll read verse 36 to 42. All right, that'd be the first 7. So verse 36, Wa'at Bayat. All right, hold on. Let me go. So we're going back to the right. Namara, Wa'at Bayat, Haran, Ariyah, Mabatazar, Wagadarat, Tazaan. Verse 37. Wabanya, Ra'ah Waban, that would be Reuben. You know, my son-in-law named that. Ra'abon, Ra'ah Waban. Banya, At, Kashabwan. All right. Wa'at, Allah, Ala'ah, Wa'at. Quariyatnyum, verse 38. Wa'at, Nabu, or Nabawa, Shalaka, Wa'at, Ba'al, Ma'awan, Mawa, Zabat, Sham, Wa'at, Shabama, Waya, Kwara'awa, Kura'awa, Bashamat, At, Shamawat, Ha, Ariyam, Ashar, Banwa, verse 39. Waya, Wayalatwa, Shalaka, Banya, Bakayar, Ban, Manashah, Gala, Ada, wait, or Galaad, Ha, Waya, Lakad, Ha, Waya, Warash, At, Ha, Amaria, Ashar, Baha, Abba, verse 40. So like if we read till verse 42. Wayatan, Masha, that's Moses. At, Hagar, La'ad, Lama, Kayar, Ban, Manashah, Wayashah, Baha, verse 41. Waya, Adyar, Ban, Manashah, Halak, Waya, Lakad, At, Kawa, no, Kawat Yaham, Wayakwar, Waya Kwara'a, A Dahan, Kawat, Ya'ayar, verse 42. Wa Nabak, Halak, Waya Lakad, At, Quanat, Wa'at, Banat Yaha, Waya Quara'a, Laha, Nabak, Bashamwa. All right, so we'll be going to number 23. So now we're going to read in the English, all right? Let me go back right here. So we'll be reading in the English now. We'll be doing Numbers chapter 32, verse 36 to 42. So in the English, this is what we just read, Numbers 32, verse 36. And Bet Narah and Bet Haran, fenced cities, and folds for sheep. And the children of Reuben built Heshbon and Elah and Ker Jat, no, and Ker Jataam, verse 38, and Nebo and Baal-meon, their names being changed. So this just let you know, like when we went, remember before we this is before we reach the promised land after 40 years, but before we reach the land, Reuben, Gad, and Manasseh, they had land that was good for the cattle and stuff, for the sheep. So Moses gave them land before the promised land. So they were outside of Canaan. They was in the land of Moab, in the plains of Moab. That's where Ruth come from. That's why they call Ruth a Moabite. But when you read this lets you know this our land. Ruth will most likely be for the land of Reuben. When you look at Nebo, what they were, Nebo and all that on the map, that's in the plains of Moab. So they were still calling it Moab and stuff like that. But they actually were Israelites. All right. And most people don't know that geographic area and stuff. So verse 38, and Nebo and Baal-meon, their names been changed. And Shipma, and gave other names unto the city which they built. And the children of Machir, the son of Manasseh, went to Gilead and took it and dispossessed the Amorite which was in it. And Moses gave Gilead unto Machir, the son of Manasseh, and he dwelt there. And Jair, the son of Manasseh, went and took the small towns thereof, and called them Havot Jair, verse 42. And Nabal went and took Canaan and the villages thereof, and called it Nobal after his own name. So now did the children of Israel, they conquering the land, like, all of these land the Most High gave to them. But the only thing people was living in, and these was our land that the Most High given. Because all of that Middle East, that was the Garden of Eden. That's where we was taken from when Adam did would kick out the Garden of Eden, with the river Jordan running through and the mother four rivers running around. That's what that is. That land right there. That's what they fighting from. We was kicked out of that land. Adam was kicked out, and we've been trying to go back ever since. So once we became a nation in Egypt after the flood, we became a nation in Egypt. Our forefather Jacob went there with 70 souls. With the 11 sons. Joseph was already there, so he went with 11 sons, his daughter Dinah, and the children and stuff. So we was about 70. We became a nation in Egypt in bondage, just like today. We all separate. You got, You know, you got blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans separate all over. But now we coming back to who we are. We becoming the children of Israel up in our captivity. All right, nothing new under the sun. So now when we came out, now this our land before us, but we gotta conquer. Now we gotta go to war. So after 40 years in the wilderness, learning to get rid of our pride, learning to quit being selfish, learning to do it out. It took us 40 years to learn what it takes to become a nation. See, America, the way America got us, we can never become a nation. We can only assimilate because we we don't know how to struggle. We don't know everything. It's hard time. We go sell drugs. We go do every, we rob. We steal. We don't know how to come together as a family, as a people, help each other, and just build. So that's what we did in the wilderness. 40 years learning to don't tempt the Lord, learning not to be selfish. That we learned so much things in the wilderness. To all of us who came out of Egypt, we was unalive in the wilderness. Now by the time we get 40 years to the promised land, it's 19-year-olds on down. All of these children were born in the wilderness. They was born in a struggle. And they watched their parents fade away. But they learned something. It was just Joshua and Caleb who entered the promised land. But Moses still alive right here. So this is what we're reading about. So now Reuben them and the plans of Moab, they got the land they wanted. We had to conquer. All right. So now, verse 40. And Moses gave Gilead unto Machir the son of Manasseh. And he dwelt there, and Jehoiada the son of Manasseh, when they took the small towns thereof, called them Havat Jah. And the Bar went into Canaan, and the villages thereof, and called it Nobal, after his own name. So now we're going to go back to the Hebrew, and we're going to read Number chapter 33, verse 8 to 14 in the Hebrew, and then we'll read it in the English, all right? Just bear with us. So, there's Numbers. So now we're about to read, Salaki, y'all. Now we're about to read Number chapter 33, verse 1 to 7. All right? This is our second set. All right? Verse 1. Allah. Mazah Ya, Banya, Yashala, Ashar, Ya Taza Awa, Ma Arataza, Ma Tazaria, La Tazabatham, Bayad, Masha, Wa'a Haran. Verse 2, back to the right. Waya Katav, Masha, At, Mawa, Taza, Ayaham, Lama, Shalaki, Lama, Lamasa, Yaham, Al, Paya, Yahawah, Wa, Allah, Maz, Masa, Yaham, Shalaki, y'all messing up. Lama, Wa, Taza, Ayaham. Verse 3, Wa Yasa, Wa, Mara, Amasas, Bakadash, Harar, Haraash 1, Bakar Masha, Ashar, Yawam, La Kadash, Haraashwood, Ma Makarat, Hapasak, Ya Taza Awa, Banya, Yashala, Bayad, Ramah, La Ayanya, Kal, Ma Tazarium, verse 4. Wama Tazarium, Makwa, Ma Quabarium, At, Ashar, Hakam, Yahweh, Baham, Kal, Bakawar, Waba, Alahad, Waba, Alahayum, nope, Waba, Alahayam, Waba, Alahayaham, Alahayaham, Waba, Alahayaham, Asha, Yahweh, Shapatnyum, verse 5. Wayasawa, Banya, Yashala, Mara, Amasas, Wayakanwa, Basakat, verse 6. Wayasawa, Masakat, Wayakanwa, Ba'atam, Ashar, Bakwaz Tazah, Ha Malabar, verse 7. Wayasawa, Ma'atam, Wayashab, Al, Banya, Hakayarat, Ashar, Al, Panya, Baal, Tazapawan, Wayakamu, Lapanya, Ma Gadal. All right. So now we're going to read the English, and this we're going to read the English of what we just said. So that would be Numbers chapter 33, verse 1 to 7 in the English. These are the journeys of the children of Israel. So now everybody go to the journey. It's a lot of names, bear with me with them names. Even it's even kind of hard in the English. I'll do my best. But this is showing where we went in the wilderness. Like we had to go to this land, that land. We travel a lot. We put in a lot of work, getting the promised land. All right. So verse 33, these are the journeys of the children of Israel, which went forth out of the land of Egypt with their armies under the hand of Moses and Aaron. Verse 2, and Moses wrote their going out according to their journeys by the commandments of the Lord. And these are their journeys according to their going out. So that's like the scribes. That's like somebody who at camp. We at camp and they writing down, what I'm saying? Made it to camp at this time, had a good camp, had a boot kids. That's, the scribes, or the one recording and stuff. We always recorded what we do. That's our history. That's like, I know these days, I remember coming up like a lot of girls, they'll have a diary and they'll write down their day, they'll write down their thoughts. Like that's our custom. You know what I'm saying? That's our custom. So we wrote and think about it. It just hit me. When a girl write down her diary for her, that's her privacy. She don't want nobody to read that. But think about it. This our journey we wrote, and now they took it and gave it to the world. Now everybody think it's talking about them. When this is only about us. This is speaking of our journey where we went. So we could tell our children, tell them what we went through. Our forefathers went through. That's what this is. It's more than prophecy and all that. It's history too. All right. So verse 2, and Moses wrote there going out, whenever we go out to battle and stuff, that was all written down. According to their journeys by the commandments of the Lord, and these are their journeys according to their going out. And they departed from Ramses in the first month on the 15th day of the first month. Why? The Passover is on the 14th day of the first month at evening. So we did the Passover in Egypt. On that 14th day of the first month evening, we did the Passover, what we just did. It was what, April 4th in Houston? We just did the Passover. This our custom. So we ate the Passover, and then it was time to go. We left out on the 15th day. Why, Pharaoh had to bury all their kids. Verse 3, and they departed from Ramses in the first month, on the 15th day of the first month. On the morrow after the Passover, the children of Israel went out with a high hand in the sight of all the Egyptians. Verse 4, for the Egyptians buried all their firstborn, which the Lord had smitten among them. Upon their gods also the Lord executed judgment. That's what we're praying to happen over here. Verse 5, and the children of Israel removed from Ramses and pitched in Sukkot. Verse 6, and they departed from Sukkot and pitched in Etham, which is in the edge of the wilderness. That's why I say we have read Ha Malabar. Malabar is wilderness, Ha is dumb. All right. Verse 7, and they removed from Etham and turned again unto Pahaharat, which is before Baal Zephon, and they pitched before Medal. So now we're going to go back to the Hebrew. We're going to read Numbers 33, and we'll read verse 8 to 14 in the Hebrew, and then we'll come back in the English so you can get the edification, all right? Let me add this back to the stage. All right. So now we on verse 8. We're going to read 8 to 14 in the Hebrew, from right to left. Wayasa wa Mapanya Haka Yarat Waya Abarwa Badawat Shalaki Badawak Hayam Ha Malabar Ha Wayalakwa the rock Mal Shalashat Yamayam. All right. Ba Malabar. That's in the wilderness. Ba Malabar Atam Wayakanwa Bamarha, verse 9. Wayasa wa Ma Mara Waya Awa Ayalam Ha Waba Ayalam Shadayam Ashara Yanat Mayam Wa Shabanium Damarium Wayakamwa Sham, verse 10. Wayasa wa Ma'a Yalam Wayakamwa Al Yam Sawap, verse 11. Wayasawa Mayam Sawap Wayakanwa Ba Malabar Sayan, verse 12. Wayasawa Ma Malabar Sayan Wayakanwa Bada Pakwa, verse 13. Wayasawa Mada Pakwa, Wayakanwa, Ba'a Lawash, verse 14, Wayasawa, Ma'a Lawash, Wayakanwa, Bara Payadam, Wala'a, Haya, Sham, Mayam, La'am, Lasha Dawat. All right. So now we'll go back. We'll go back and we'll read it in the English. So in the English, we're gonna read that was Numbers 33, verse 8 to 14. So let's get it. Numbers chapter 33, verse 8 to 14. Yeah, you're right. Wisdom is mine. And the evil spirit does not confess that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh is not of God. That's what we do. We confess Christ up in our flesh. You know. All right. So this is Numbers 33, 8 to 14. Verse 8. And they departed from before Pahaharat and passed through the midst of the sea into the wilderness, and went 3 days journey in the wilderness of Etham, and pitched in Marah. Verse 9. And they removed from Marah and came unto Elim, and in Elim were 12 fountains of water and 70 palm trees. Three score, a score is 20, three score is 60 and 10, so 70 palm trees. And they pitched there, verse 10. And they removed from Elam and encamped by the Red Sea. And they removed from the Red Sea and encamped in the wilderness of Sin. And they took their journey out of the wilderness of Sin and encamped in Dafka. Verse 13. And they departed from Dafka and encamped in Alush. Verse 14. And they removed from Alush and encamped at Rephidim, where was no water for the people to drink. So now we done moved to another spot, and it was no water to drink right there. You know what I'm saying? But all of this is teaching us the struggle to not depend on Egypt. You know what I'm saying? So now we're going to go back to the Hebrew, and we're going to read chapter 33, verse 15 to 21. All right? Verse 15 to 21 in the Hebrew. Wayah, Wayasawa, Marah, Payadam, Wayakanwa, Ba Malabar, Sayanya, verse 16, Wayasawa, Ma Malabar. So I'm going to roll this up back to the right. Sayanya, Wayakanwa, Bakwa Barat, Hata Awa, verse 17, Wayasawa, Makwa Barat, Hata Awa, Wayakanwa, Baka Tazarat, verse 18, Wayasawa, Maka Tazarat, Wayakanwa, Baratham Ha, verse 19, Wayasawa, Baratham Ha, Wayakanwa, Baraman, Parataza, verse 20, Wayasawa, Maraman, Parataza, Wayakanwa, Balaban, Ha. Verse 21. Wayasawa Malaban Ha. Wayakanwa Barasa. All right. So now we're going to go back to the English and we'll read it in the English. We'll read verse 15 to 21. Number chapter 33, verse 15 to 21. All right. Where verse 15? Verse 15. So this is showing all the, I was going in and out where we went. And they departed from Rephidim and pitched in the wilderness of Sinai. And they removed from the desert of Sinai and pitched at Kibroth Ta'ava. Kibroth Ta'ava. Verse 17. And they departed from Kibroth Ta'ava and encamped at Hazarat. Verse 18. And they departed from Hazarat and pitched in Ritma. And they departed from Ritma and pitched at Raman Paraz. And they departed from Raman Paraz and pitched in Libnah. And they removed from Libnah and pitched at Rizah. So now we'll go back to the Hebrew. We'll read the 7 verses in the Hebrew. And we'll be reading from Number chapter 33, verse 22 to 28. So verse 22 is like almost in the middle. You see, we read from right to left for those of you. All right. So we read verse 22 to 28 in the Hebrew. Wayasawa, Marasa, Wayakama, Bakwa, Halatha, verse 23. Wayasawa, Makaratha, Wayakanwa, Bama, Kwahalat, verse 26. Wayasawa, Ma, Makwahalat, Wayakanwa, Badakat, verse 27. Wayasawa, Badakat, Wayakanwa, Badarak, verse 28. Wayasawa, Madarak, Wayakanwa, Bama Dekwa, verse 29. Wayasawa, Madakwa, Wayakanwa, Baka Shamanha. Oh, Salaki, y'all. Oh, that went fast. We put read to 28. My bad. Let me read 28 over. Right in the middle. Verse to the top. Wayasawa, Madarak, Wayakanwa, Bama Dekwa. All right. So now we go back to the English. But these little verses small, reading them fast. So we back in the English, so we'll read it. Numbers 33, 22 to 28. This our journeys we were doing in the wilderness. And they journeyed from Rasah and pitched in Kahalatha. And they went from Kahalatha and pitched in Mount Shafir. And they removed from Mount Shafir and encamped in Haradah. Verse 25. And they removed from Haradah and pitched in Makhalat. Verse 26. And they removed from Mount Halat and encamped at Tahat. And they departed from Tahat and pitched at Terah. And they removed from Terah and pitched in Micah. Micah. All right. So now we're going to read verse 29 to 35. We got 14 more verses. So we'll read from verse 29 to 35 in the Hebrew and then back to the English. This is what we're reading. It's just our journey. You know, we are journeying together, going through the struggle. Had water, then some spots no water. And in Numbers, you'll realize when us Moses speaking to the rock, hitting the rock, and water coming out. The Most High sending manna from heaven for us to eat. On the sixth day, we gathered all we could. On the seventh day, there was nothing we could do, you know, in gathering, no work, all right? So now this is verse 29. We read verse 29 to 35 in the Hebrew. Wayasawa, ma madakwa, wayakamu. Baka Shamanha, verse 30, Wayasawa, Maka Shamanha, Wayakawa, Bama Sarawat, verse 31, Wayasawa, Ma Sarawat, Wayakamu, Ba Banya, Ya Akwan, verse 32, Wayasawa, Wayasawa, Mabanya, Ya Akwan, Wayakamu, Bakar, Haga, the God. Verse 33, Wayasawa, Makar, Haga, the God, Shalaki, Haga, the God, Wayakanwa, Baya, Tabatha. Verse 34, Wayasawa, Maya, Tabatha, Wayakanwa, Ba'a, Shalaki, Ba'a Baranha, verse 35, Wayasawa, Ma'a Barana, no, Ma'a Baranha, Wayakama, verse 35, Ba'a Tazian, Gabar. All right, so now we're going to read in the English, Numbers 33, 29 to 35 in the English, and then we'll have one more set of 7 after that. All right. The water to y'all from putting up, band with us. All right. Numbers 33, 29 to 35. Verse 29. And they went from Mitkah and pitched in Hashmanah. And they departed from Hashmanah and encamped at Mazerat. And they departed from Moserat and pitched in Benijah Akan. And they removed from Benijah Akan and encamped at Hor Hajigad or Gidjad. And they went from Hor Hajigad and pitched in Jotbathah. And they removed from Jotbathah and encamped at Ibranah. And they departed from Ebrana and encamped at Azanian Gabar. All right. So now we'll read the last 7 in the Hebrew, which would be from Number chapter 33, verse 36 to 42. All right, so we're back in the Hebrew. And we'll read verse 33, so like verse 36 to 42. Verse 36, Wayesawa, Ma'ad Tazayan, Gabar, Wayekanwa, Ba Malabar, Tazan, Hawa'a, Kodash, verse 37. Let me scoot over so. Verse 37, Wayasawa, Ma Kodash, Wayakamwa, Bahar, Hahar, Ba Kwataza, Ba Kwataza, Arataza, Alawam. Verse 38, Waya'al, Aharan, Ha-Kahan, Al, Har, Ha-Hahar, Al, Payah, Yahweh, Wayamat, Sham, Bashanat, Ha'a, Rabanyum, La Tazaat, Banya, Yasha'alam, Ma Arataza, Ma Tazarium, Ba Kadash, Haka Mayashia, Ba Akkad, La Kadash, verse 39. Wa Aharan, Ban, Shalash, Wa Asharyum, Wa Ma'at, Shana, Bamatwa, Bahar, Hahar. Verse 40, Wayashamai, Hakak, Naanya, Malak, Arad, Wahawa'ab, Yeshab, Banagab, Ba-Aratazar, Canaan, Baba'ar, Banya, Yashala. Verse 41, Wayasa wa Mahar, Ha-Har, Wayakamwa, Ba-Taza, Lamanha, Ba-Taza Lamanha. Verse 42, Wayasawa, Ma-Taza Lamanha, Wayakamwa, Bapar Wanan. So that was it on the Hebrew. All right, so now we're gonna read the last 7. That's number chapter 33, and we'll read verse 36 to 42. In the English, number chapter 33, verse 36 to 42. And they removed from Izanian Gabar and pitched in the wilderness of Zin, which is in Kadesh. And they removed from Kadesh and pitched in Mount Hor, in the edge of the land of Edom. And Aaron the priest went up into Mount Hor at the commandment of the Lord and died there. So Aaron died in Mount Hor. That's in the edge of the land of Edom. All right. In the 40th year after the children of Israel will come out of the land of Egypt, in the first day of the 5th month. So Aaron, he died on the first day of the 5th month, 40 years after we came out of Egypt. Went through the wilderness, about to enter the promised land. That's where Aaron was laid to rest. All right. Verse 39. And Aaron was 123 years old when he died in Mount Hor. Verse 40. And Kenari, the Canaanite, which dwelt in the south in the land of Canaan, heard of the coming of the children of Israel. Verse 41. And they departed from Mount Hor and pitched in Zalmunna. And they departed from Zalmunna and pitched in Punon. So with that'll be the end of the class, for today. We do 49 verses. You know what I'm saying? We do 7 in Hebrews. We read it in the English. So I want to say the water to y'all from stand for the reading. So now we about to Amajim. So like Amajim, which means to stand. Saw means to turn. Wapanya Hakodam, face the east. So we're going to turn and face the east. So we'll do the prayers. All right. We'll read it in English and then read it in Hebrew and then in the English. All right. The Lord's Prayer. Abanawu, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Daba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Asha, Ba'aratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Thanlanaw, Lakam, Ka, Yawan, Wasalat Lanaw, Kawawap Now, Kasalat Now, Kawawap Yanaw, Wala'ah, Dabaya Anaw, Badasaw Yawan, Abal, Hawashanaw, Bayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalatwa, Wahala, Wahata Parat, La Awal Lanyam, Aman. Our Father, it's like in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, and we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. All right, we're going to read the Hakat, which is the power, Hebrew. Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, Abakashah, Athalanau, Hakat, the Rapa'ah, Kamakala, Kamadawa, Hakat, Latahar, Ha Matazarium, Hakat, La Hakwanyam, Hamatyu, Hakat, Arakawat, Ha Hatama'alam, the Garshan, Bashem Yahushua, the water of Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the leper, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. Bless Israel, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, Barak Lanawa, Wa Yasha'al, Wahabayat, support you. Barak, Hashem Yahushua, the water, amen. What we just said was, Lord, in the name of Yahushua, bless us and Israel and the school. In the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it. This is Psalm 121, the Hebrew. Asha Ayanyu, Al, Haharyu, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Azaryu, Ma'am, Yahweh, Ashar, Shamayam, Wa'arataza, Ayatan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazarka, Ayad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a, Yakaka, Wayarak, Alayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Markara, Yashamar, Atnapaska, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaaku, Wabawaaku, Ma'ata, Wa'ad, Awalam. In the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the English. Alahayu, Adam Yelaka, Ada Karash, Ada Shakwat, Al Kaya, Hana, Awayabuka, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Al Amakar, Ya'aran, Salaki, Ya'al Rayabo, Sawada, Wayata, Ya'al Tazawa, Al Tazapawanyaka, Amaru, Lakawa, Wanakat Yido, Magat Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yashal, Awada, Kaya, Nawa'a Tazawa, Laba, Yakab, Ayakab, Baryat, Yakaratwa, Ahayu, Alawam, Wa Shama, Alayam, Mawa'ab, Wa Hagayu, Gabal, Wa Amawan, Wa Malat, Halashat, Am Yishab, Tazawar, Gam Ashur, Nalawa, Am Hayawa, Zabarwa, the Banyan Lawat, Salah, Asha, Laham, Kamat, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Hayawa, the man, no Salaka, I skipped one. Kayapnu, Banakal, Kakwashwan, Nashamatwan, Ba'ayan, Da'ara, Hayawa, the man, La Alama, Shanyaktawa, Nada, Yamawa, Ka'ara, Wakaza'ab, Wakazabab, Wakatazar, Mana'at, Ka, Nasayakama, Ashar, Amar, Nayo Salaki, Nayo Nayarasha, Lanawa, At, Naawat, Alahayu, Alahaya, Samyaptawa, Kagargalo, Kakwash, Lapanya, Ravakar, Kaash, Daba'ara, Ya'ara, Wa, Kalahabu, Dalahat, Harayam, Kan, Daradatma, Basaraku, Wabasa, Wapaku, Daba Alam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Waya Bakwaswa, Shamka, Yahal, Yabashwa, Waya Bahawa, Aya'ad, Waya Kapawa, Waya Abahu, Waya Da'awa, Kaya, Ata, Shamka, Yahal, Labaka, Ayawan, Akal, Ha-Arataza. In the English, keep not thy silence, O God, and hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee, and lift up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. They have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacle of Edom, and of the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as unto Sisera, as to Jaban, at the brook of Kasan, which perished and endured. They became as dung for the earth, made their nobles like Orel and Leziel. Yea, all their princes as Zabal and as Zamun, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh my God, make them like a wheel, as the stumble before the wind, as the fire burning of wood, and as the flame setting the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Lord, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. I'm going to read the blessings in the Hebrew. The Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shah, Wa Maka'ala, Wa Alahanyu. No. Wa Alahanyu. Ma Tazayah. Ma Tazab Ya'ah. Alawap Yahanu. Ha Alawapyu. Ha Saranyum. Ha Kwat Tazayanyum. Ha Kanyayanyum. Wa Ha Outward. Salaki. Waha Awatyun. Salaki. Waha Awatyun. Yeah. Waha Awatyun. Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shah, the water Amen. In the English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shah, and Michael, and the angels, Commander General Yohanan, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it. Sar, which means to turn. All right. With that, I want to say the water. That'll be the end of the class. The water to y'all from tuning in. I think next week we'll be back to Officer Kawan, which is over the Sabbath class. He'll be doing the Sabbath with y'all. So I was just filling in from Officer Kawan. I want to tell y'all the water and Kwam Yashala.
Yeah, Babylon is falling.